Welcome to another Honkai Star Rail video. Today we're gonna continue the story once again, and yeah, we're here as Aventurine, who I don't actually own, but in this part of the story we actually get to play as him, which is interesting. So yeah, I think if I remember correctly, we are here in Sunday's mansion, and Aventurine and Dr. Ratio are about to meet Sunday, basically. Have a meeting, talk to him about all the stuff that's happened recently in Penacony. So yeah, that's gonna be very interesting, needless to say. So let's go and see how this goes. No entry? I thought he expected us. The suspect. Okay, so Sunday is just treating Aventurine as a suspect, which is totally fair. I don't trust him either. What is this kid talking about? Ah, okay, so he can see some things that other people can't see in the dream? Or are we even in the dream right now? I'm not sure. We probably are. And yeah, we obviously know about certain things only being visible to certain people in the dream world. Like Stele can see Clocky, for example. So that's nothing new. But Dr. Ratio is not believing it. He's too rational for this. Rational, if you want to say it like that. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm gonna stop. I know it's not funny. Dead end. Let me guess, we have to solve a puzzle to proceed. The direction of the statues can be controlled. Okay, yeah, it is a puzzle. Like I thought. And in the side room there's gonna be a hint to which direction the statues should be pointing. I see. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I guess we have to go up on the roof. Or, you know, the side of the wall now. Oh, there are enemies here. Whoops. Oh, there are even more here. What the heck? Ah, I see. It's a picture of the hall with the statues. And we see exactly where they are facing now. Okay. Do I have to remember this, or do I get, like, a picture that I can open whenever? How can nightingales be so huge? Dude, those are statues. You can make statues whatever size you want them to be. They don't have to be life-sized. Oh, okay, we're just returning right away. And yeah, I can just look at it again. Okay. So, shouldn't be too difficult then. Okay, this should be it. Yeah, there we go. I don't think it takes a genius to solve this puzzle. Alright, I forgot that Dr. Ratio isn't even a member of the Genius Society. He's not on the same level as Herta and Screwlum and Ruin May. And not just in terms of intelligence, but also just in terms of being a great character. Like, if I had to rank all these geniuses, then Dr. Ratio would definitely be the bottom of the list. And Herta would be at the top, followed by Ruin May, followed by Screwlum. But they're all very close together. I really like all three of them. But then Dr. Ratio's like very far behind them. I'm not a fan of him. Yeah, that is an impressive mansion. And I see a bunch of puzzles here. Do we have to solve them to proceed? Or are they just for when we are exploring this later, after the story? Okay, no, guess we just have to go over to that door over there. Okay. Locked. You said that Sunday wanted us to come here, but so far it doesn't seem like we are welcome. I mean, I know it's probably just for gameplay, so we have something to do, we have some puzzles to solve. But yeah, it's kind of weird that everything is locked and Sunday's making it so hard for them to actually reach him, even though he wants to talk to them. Oh yeah, it's a trial. That's a typical explanation for stuff like that. But yeah, the gist of it is that we have to solve another puzzle. It's a nice model of... I think it's the golden hour. Yeah. Looks like it. Or maybe not, actually. I think it's some other part of the dreamscape. Or maybe a part of the real Penacony? Who knows? A gap in the model. Dude, that's just a street. It's normal that buildings have gaps between them where streets go. But I guess there wasn't a gap before. Okay, do you think, Dr. Ratio? Oh, I guess I have to do his thing. That came out so wrong. Okay, we have to get up there. Puzzles, puzzles, and more puzzles. You know, I don't mind these. The puzzles themselves are okay. But they do slow down the pacing quite a lot. I would just like to get to the meeting with Sunday already. No need to drag it out this much. You know, that puzzle with the statues, fine, okay, but having another one right after, it's like, come on. At this point, you're really just dragging it out. Okay, so this is the thing we need to complete the model and open the door. Okay. Let's put it into the model then. And let's not waste any more time. Okay, at least they send us right back to the lobby. No need to actually go back. But yeah, let's insert it and hope that that actually opens the door. Is there still more to do? Come on. Are we going into the model city now? Okay, mini Aventurine and giant Dr. Ratio. Not what I expected from this quest at all. But here we are. And as funny as that is, it just means that the puzzle is still not over. That they are dragging it out even more. Okay, what do we have to do here now? I see a literal puzzle over there. And as soon as we talk to it, these puzzle pieces are gonna fly away and we have to look for them. Yay. Yeah, of course. Oh, so this is the base model for the golden hour. So I was right that it is the golden hour, but it's not exactly the same as the golden hour we know. I don't want you to tell me about the guided tour, I just want you to give me the puzzle piece. Okay, he's defective anyway. Just... yeah, let's kick it. Kick the puzzle piece out of it. Well, I guess we killed him. Also, Dr. Ratio has to turn this thing, I guess. Giant hand. I mean, I gotta admit it is kinda funny, but still. Why have you still not met Sunday? 20 minutes into this recording. There's puzzle piece number 1. Puzzle piece number... Oh, come on. I don't want to fight. I don't have time for this. Oh, well, whatever. It's not like this is gonna take long. And no, we kill. Actually, I should have saved that for the second wave. Oh well, whatever. Not like it matters. There we go. Now we can actually claim this. Oh, we have to find another part for the model? Come on. Seriously, how much can you drag this out? I wanted to continue the story today and we have done basically nothing. We have made no actual story progress. We've just done puzzles so far in this entire video. Most of it is probably gonna be cut out anyway. Oh no, I actually have my other team. Yeah, because I recently built a Firefly team and that's the team I'm currently using for most things. But since I started this quest back when I was still using the Acheron team, it gave me the Acheron team when I switched to Aventurine's perspective. But now that I'm out of Aventurine's perspective, I guess it gave me the Firefly team. Even though I'm still in a different perspective than... I'm not back to the Stele perspective, is what I'm trying to say here. I don't know how this all works, but anyway, let's just annihilate them with one of the best girls. There we go. Oh, and it actually kicked Linksha from the team because of Dr. Ratio. Oh well, we don't really need a healer against these little enemies. Okay. Battle is over, so let's take this and go back to Aventurine. And then we're hopefully finally gonna be able to meet Sunday. Okay, let's finally complete this puzzle now. Let's see. Like this. How do I rotate again? Okay, like this and like this. There we go. Okay, Aventurine is big again. Let's go meet Sunday finally. Are you prepared? I don't know, but I've been waiting for this for ever since I started this video, basically. I really didn't think it would take that long to actually get to Sunday. I still am not sure if Robin is actually dead. Yeah, why do you think Sunday needs the IPC to find the murderer? And you think you can help him find the traitor? No, he can't mean the Galaxy Ranger, aka Acheron, because she's not actually a part of the family. They just said a traitor inside the family. Okay, so he doesn't actually believe that Acheron is the murderer. That explains a lot. He was pushing that narrative so hard that something about it just seemed off from the beginning. I said it in some of my previous videos that it's weird how locked in on Acheron he is. But he's just wary of her and tried to kinda focus the efforts of the Nameless against Acheron, I guess, to keep her in check, but not because he actually thought that she murdered Robin. If I'm lucky, she could be an important pawn. I don't think you're in any position to use Acheron as a pawn. I mean, he already knows that she's an emanator, right? He just doesn't know which Aeon she serves. What makes you think you can use an emanator as your pawn? Well, he's definitely ambitious. A rat in the family, but who could it be? Who have we met from the family so far? That is the question here. I mean, there's obviously Sunday and Robin, but I don't think Sunday is the rat. And Robin obviously isn't. And other than that, the only one we've met is Gallagher. And we know next to nothing about him, so I guess he could be the rat, but who knows. There's too little information at this point. Well, that doesn't sound good. Wants to ruin the dream and create the grandest death? And that's the guy we teamed up with. Great. But can we maybe just, you know, get to the actual meeting now? Because, to be honest, most of what they're saying here is not really new. Except for that Aventurine doesn't actually suspect Acheron. So let's just go. I'm getting a little bit impatient. It's been a while since anything actually meaningful happened in this story. And I'm just really interested in how this meeting is gonna go. But yeah, there he finally is, Sunday. Okay, now focus. Seems my puzzles are too effortless for you. Your puzzles were annoying. They weren't difficult, but they took time. And I don't like that, because it hurts the pacing of the story. Yeah, this is no way to greet a guest. For once, I actually 100% agree with Aventurine. Whether it is an invitation or summoning, either way, this is not how you get people to meet with you. You should be happy that he didn't just turn back when he was halfway there. And I really don't know why you would need a knowledgeable doctor for these puzzles. Can we just get to the point now? Instead of talking about these puzzles, please? Also, I kinda hate the trope where one character is just facing away from the other character that they are talking to. I think it's supposed to be like dignified, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm so important that I don't even have to look at you. I can just turn my back to you while talking, but it's just so weird. Just turn around. Come on. Finally he turns around. This is much better. Okay, they're finally addressing Robin now. So this is the actual start of the meeting. He turned around and no more talk about puzzles. Oh, so he heard that traitor talk between Aventurine and Dr. Ratio. Yeah, they've mentioned that before, that Robin's voice has been out of tune. But now there's no voice anymore at all because of death. Also Sunday already knows that it's someone from the inside? Is that what Aventurine is implying here? Does he already know who it is? Oh, he's definitely gonna ask for something in return. Okay, just wants to get his belongings back. The cornerstone. I don't think they've talked about a cornerstone before. I don't remember. Yeah, no, I think that's new. What kind of cornerstone are they talking about here? What's so important about it? A sacred stone that seals the preservation emanator? Oh, wow. That sounds insane. 10 stone hearts who each hold one of these cornerstones. Interesting. And the family took Aventurine's cornerstone. Why though? Just because he was there when Robin died? No, he's just criticizing his look. Why is he going on about this now? Oh, all that just to say that he doesn't take risks. Yeah, typical Hoyo boss. A lot of words to say, very little. Basically, he just doesn't wanna give back the cornerstone. Could have just said that instead of having like an entire paragraph about looking presentable. Oh, Aventurine is actually accepting that. Maybe he's gonna try to get the cornerstone back some other way. Wait, why is he asking what's stored in the box? Didn't they just say that the cornerstone is stored in the box? Or am I misunderstanding something here? Maybe it isn't the cornerstone. What is Sunday doing now? Some kind of spell to stop him from lying? Oh. So he's using the power of harmony to make him unable to lie. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Because Aventurine is just lying about so many things. At least I think he is. But yeah, he could just refuse to answer, but that's not gonna make Sunday trust you. You don't really have a choice, you have to answer, but then you might say something that you didn't wanna say. Oh, this is a conundrum for Aventurine. I love it. Oh, okay, so he does actually own a cornerstone. So maybe there's a cornerstone in the box after all. Or maybe it's somewhere else. You too understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty? Yeah, I guess he understands, but you don't, Sunday. You literally talked about looking presentable just to say that you're refusing what he's asking for. If that is not idle chatter, then what is? Ooh, another interesting question. He did hand it over to the family. So yeah, again, everything points to the cornerstone being in the box, right? That's what they said at the beginning. Oh, does it still belong to you? Or does it belong to the family now? What does Aventurine think about that? He probably sees it as his property still. Yeah, just another simple yes. Now that is what I want to know. Because if he says no now, then we know it's not in the box. But then what is in the box? Or is it just empty? Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. I kind of expected him to say no there. Yes, again. No one tampered with his memory, not even Black Swan, I guess. That's another yes. Sunday knows everything. Finally a no. Took a while. What is he gonna say here? Yes, okay. He did love his family, but they're all dead. Or maybe not. Oh, okay, because he is alive, of course. That means not everyone was killed, right? Should have thought of that. But he says perhaps. So maybe he isn't the only one. But wait a minute. If he can just say perhaps, why doesn't he just say that for every question? Well, I guess it's like I said before, that Sunday wouldn't trust him if he evaded questions like that. Oh, I think this is gonna be another yes. He's hesitating. Wait, what? I was pretty sure he actually wanted to destroy Penacony. Or at least bring it back under the control of the IPC, which is kind of the same thing, in a way. But he doesn't actually know if he wants to do that. Final question. Now we are gonna find out if it's actually in the box. It's gonna be a no. Oh, okay. So all of this, and the result is that, yes, the stone is just in the box, like they said in the beginning. But I guess Sunday really needed the confirmation. But now he actually has to open it. One last test. Oh, it's actually a cutscene. How is this gonna go? Is the stone actually in there? Or did he find a way to lie? I don't think it's in there. He's hesitating way too much. It's not in there. There are two of them. Interesting. Oh, and that's where we cut away. No, we actually just see a flashback. Even better. So they planned this together, I guess. I mean, Sunday can be pretty convincing when he's not talking about looking presentable to make a completely unrelated point. So Dr. Ratio was not willing to work with him here, but somehow Sunday convinced him. Oh, they're sharing their research on the Stellaron. That's an enticing offer for a scholar like Dr. Ratio. Is that enough to convince him, or is he gonna ask for more? No, he's just, okay, yeah, what do you need from me? I want that research. All to find out Aventurine's plan. Okay, the 10 elites have united. Apparently that's something that's not usually happening. Was it really his? Yeah, and that's why there are 2 cornerstones. Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, there are 10 elites in the IPC who all have one of the cornerstones, containing the power of the Emanator of Preservation. And usually they all work on their own, but since Sunday said they're united now and is doubting if Aventurine has his own stone or another one, maybe one of the other elites gave Aventurine an extra stone. So he now has 2, which maybe makes him more powerful, so he can better fulfill the interests of the IPC. Something like that. But Dr. Ratios thinks that they aren't that united. But we already saw the 2 stones, so where did they get them? Maybe they're both fake. Okay, so he already opened the box before he took Aventurine here. And were there actually 2 stones in there? I mean, there have to be, right? We already saw the stones just a few minutes ago. No, it's just 1. Then where did the other one come from? It is quite pretty. So these cornerstones probably make them more powerful. So is it kind of like they're becoming semi-emanators? Since it's 10, they probably only get 1/10 of the power of the Emanator, but that would still be a lot of power, right? Isn't there also a character called Topaz? I mean, I know that Topaz is a type of, I don't know, stone, gem, mineral. Not really sure. But it exists in real life. And I guess maybe Aventurine is also a type of stone or something like that. I've never heard of an Aventurine before though. Except of course the character in this game, but I mean, besides the character. Oh well. One of the 10 stone hearts, Topaz. Yeah, okay, so the character Topaz is actually one of them. I did not know that yet. I think she appears in one of the Trailblaze continuances, I've heard about that. But I haven't played all of the continuances yet, so maybe I should have played that before this quest. Oh well, too late now. So why is Topaz's stone here? And where did they get Aventurine stone? Because they did have both of them. Ah, okay, that's what they're talking about now. Yeah, where is his cornerstone? Oh, it's just in the bag. Hide it in plain sight. Yeah, that always works. And that's why Aventurine wanted his money back. Because his cornerstone was in there as well, not just money. Oh, it makes so much sense now. Yeah. Downplays the matter, requests gift money. Oh my god. They were onto him from the beginning. They outplayed him so hard. Aventurine didn't stand a chance. But I still don't quite get why Dr. Ratio hates Aventurine that much. I mean, of course, personal feelings are a thing, but they belong to the same faction. But then again, if there are 10 leaders of the IPC, these 10 Stonehearts, I don't even know if they're the leaders, but they're probably very high up in the IPC, and they're not united according to Dr. Ratio, then I guess, yeah, with 10 different factions, not all members of the IPC would be buddies with each other, you know? So it kinda makes sense, maybe, if they belong to different factions within the IPC. But then again, Dr. Ratio is just a very arrogant person in general. He probably likes almost no one. Retreats in humiliation? I'm not sure if Aventurine is actually gonna do that, but we'll see. Okay, here we are back in the present. Ooh, he's actually angry now. I mean, of course he would be. After being betrayed like that. Wait, what? He only has 17 hours left to live? Why? Oh, it's because of the harmony thing he did. Because Aventurine was lying. Okay, I misunderstood it. I thought that he literally couldn't lie while that thing was going on. But he actually could, but would be punished for it. Okay, so all these little yes and no answers he gave, basically I have to throw all of this out of the window because maybe nothing of it was true. Or maybe some of it was and some of it wasn't. But anyway, he's punished for it now. By the harmony itself, I guess. If I'm understanding this correctly. Yeah, it doesn't really sound that harmonious, does it? So now he's gonna force him to work with him. Smart.
あなたは無境から出ることも仲間と交流することもできません。あなたに与えられた道は2つだけ。それは
So what is Sunday
約束
planning
の
now?
期限内に私の試練を達成できるかどうかにかかっています。成功すれば調和のハーモニーに溶け込み、ファミリーの一員になることができる。失敗すればエターナリオンの怒りを買い、果てしない深淵に落ちること。
Coalesced into the harmony
ですから
and be with your
先ほど
family?
は今のところと
Does he mean his family really, or the family, you know? The family of Penacony, because it's a capital F here, so I think he means the family. So basically it's like, you either die, or you become a part of this family, and forever have to serve the harmony. Or something like that. Basically he's trapped between a rock and a hard place. And I think this is the first time we hear about the Eternal Centurion. Embodiment of harmony. Is this gonna be a boss at some point? Yeah, he's saying it sounds like I'm going to end up the same either way. No way of avoiding the harmony now. He's just gonna be degraded to a servant of Sunday. I mean, kinda serves him right after all the lies and stuff.
その時が来たら、あなたの発見を私のものと照らし合わせます。私たち二人の判断が一致するか、あるいはあなたがより多くのものを提供することができれば。
I love his facial expressions here, how, like, it really expresses how superior he is in this situation here with Aventurine. He is definitely not to be trifled with. I gotta say, I kinda like him as an antagonist a lot more than Aventurine so far. Not that Aventurine is a bad character, but yes, Sunday just has a lot more aura than Aventurine. And even though I'm not 100% sure if he's actually gonna be, like, completely an antagonist, because currently I don't really see him being in conflict with the Nameless. So yeah, I don't know if he's actually gonna be an antagonist for the rest of the story. Maybe. I mean, some things point to that. But at least in this moment, he seems like a really cool antagonist type of character. And he finally lets his true feelings slip. Free, but not really. So what is he gonna do next? Yeah, I gotta say it was worth waiting for this meeting. Even though the puzzles to get here were a bit annoying, but yeah, that was a great meeting. Ooh, that's also a badass line. Oh, one more question. Oh, it's this question again. And I still think the answer is yes. Now that I know that he wasn't actually forced to tell the truth, but he could still lie when Sunday asked his questions, I still think that he does want to destroy this world. More Aventurine backstory? Kakavasha was his real name, right? If I remember correctly. So I guess this is him maybe, and this maybe his sister? Yeah, sister. They're really focusing a lot on Aventurine. With all this backstory they're giving him, and this part where we play as him, they really want you to care about Aventurine. And I gotta say, for me, it's not really working. I mean, this backstory is nice and now, don't get me wrong, and like I said, he's a good character, but he's still really not that high in my personal ranking. Like Sunday, even though there's much less focus on him than on Aventurine, is already higher. But I like this music. It's nice, and just the visuals, I mean, yeah. As always, the visuals in this game are just amazing. This red sky here, red energy that's flying across the sky, I don't really know what exactly it is, but yeah, it looks good. Honestly, I kinda wanna take a screenshot of this.
弟のあなたはいないとダメなの。もう二度とあのカティカ人たちには近づかないって約束して。いいお姉ちゃん、そんなに怖がらなくても大丈夫だよ。バカなカティカ人なんかより。
He was already a gambler back when he was a kid. Well, once a gambler, always a gambler, I guess.
一体何があったの？詳しく教えて。あいつらと賭けをしたんだよ。
Bets of whether he or two birds would die first? Okay. Always been a lucky child, until you ran into Sunday. Oh, did the Caticans kill their parents? So they're on their own now, just brother and sister. But I'm guessing that she is also dead now in present day. Because they did say that his people were all slaughtered, except him. His good luck is the most precious thing the Afghan have. But you're forgetting something here. He is the lucky one, not the Afghan, even if they do have him. And yes, we know the Afghan are all dead. Except the lucky one. I wonder what's up with that blessing, because that Gaiathra Triclops is one of their gods, right? But from what I remember, they have like different gods than most of the universe with the Aeons and stuff, because of how isolated their planet was for a long time. But maybe this is just a different name for an Aeon, the name that they have for them, so maybe it is actually one of them, so the luck is actually a real blessing? Or maybe there are some gods besides the Aeons, some minor gods that can grant stuff like luck. I don't know. But so far, everything that has been related to some kind of higher power, it's always been the Aeons in this game. They were really watching over us? Then what? Yeah, that's one of the big problems that everyone who has faith in a god has to face at some point. Why are all these bad things happening if the god likes us so much, you know? But basically what they're establishing here is that Kakavasha, Aventurine, has doubts about this god that may or may not exist.
お姉ちゃん、みんな僕のことを賢いって言うけど、僕にはわからないんだ。すべて僕たちは一体どれだけの過ちを犯して死ぬためだけに生まれてきた。
And is lamenting his fate of being born on this world, this planet. Or maybe he just actually means the entire world, the entire universe. Who knows? Okay, and back to Stella, I guess. Aventurine part of the story is over.
申し訳ありません。
And we're back in the lobby. In the real world, actually, I think. Not the dreamscape.
そのような役者の情報はないようです。お見せいただいた写真に一致するものもありません。
Ah, they're looking for Firefly, I think. Or records about Firefly. Because she did say she was from the Iris family, but didn't we already find out that that was a lie? But I guess it was worth a try anyway. To at least ask if there are any actual records on her. But yeah, of course there aren't.
想定の範囲内ね。
Yeah, just as I thought. They didn't really expect anything here, but they tried anyway.
人が夢の中に入るときはどんな痕跡が残るものなの？ドリームプールの記録のことでしょうか。装置はリアルタイムで心拍数、血中酸素濃度、体温などのバイタルサインを。
Okay, so they're closely monitoring the health of everyone. But then, shouldn't the data show that Firefly didn't actually die? Is it possible to access these records?
申し訳ないのですが、ホテルにはその権限がありません。
Managed by the Bloodhound family. So maybe we should contact Gallagher. I mean, Stella already knows him.
こちらに転送されるようになっているのです。ここじゃ何もわからないみたい。
But yeah, this is a dead end.
少なくとも次に誰に会えばいいかは分かったわ。ついでにハウンド家に事件について聞けるしね。アレイさん、いろいろありがとう。そういえばロビンさんは大丈夫？
Oh, directly asking about Robin.
彼女の
That's
公演を
bold, Himiko.
楽しみにしているの。大丈夫。それはどういう意味でしょうか。ロビンさんがどうかされたんですか？
Okay, so either Ellie doesn't know what happened to Robin, or she is trying to cover it up as well, as a member of the family.
きっと素晴らしい公演にしてくださるでしょう。ええ、きっとそうね。
But I don't think she's high enough in the ranks of the family to actually know about stuff like that.
やっぱり誰もロビンさんのことを知らないみたい。
Yeah, no one
こ
knows,
とでもないけど。
except a select few.
でも、そのホタルって子も謎めいてるわよね。
Even if she does have a disguised identity, how would we know about that? If you just told us that she's Firefly, you know? Wait, maybe she actually checked into the hotel as Sam. That would be so funny, because they would never think of looking at the check-in of the Stellaron Hunter.
彼女は遺産争奪戦の参加者なのに、一体どうやって誰にも気づかれずに無境の中に入れたのかしら。ホテルの客室にあるドリームプールの他に夢の中
She doesn't need another way much. Because if she is in the hotel as Sam in official capacity as Stellaron Hunter, who are of course not very welcome on most planets, but I don't think they've said anything about Penacony not welcoming Stellaron Hunters. So basically what I'm trying to say is she could have a hotel room as Sam with her own dream pool for easy access to the dreamscape. And we have two choices, a gun of recollection or Stellaron Hunters. Of course they don't know who Firefly really is yet, but yeah, the Stellaron Hunters, like I said, might have a way to just get a room here. Or something like that.
メモキーパーは常人には理解できない能力を持ってるから、ピノコニーの記憶域なら水を得た魚のように動ける。
Okay, but Himiko is just ignoring my choice and talking about the memo keepers.
それを証明してくれたわ。そして性格判断
Oh,
のハッカー
okay, she just talks about both of them. But yeah, the choice was irrelevant, like it is most of the time.
しかも
According to the scene witnessed by others, like that they are behind Miss Firefly's case. Yeah, it really does seem like that, huh? If you don't know that Sam and Firefly are the same person, it really does seem like Sam is the one who led Firefly to her death. Another reason for the Nameless to distrust the Stellaron Hunters. Still, contacting Silverwolf might be our best bet to find out more.
ガーデン・オブ・リコレクションに性格ハンター、確かにどっちも可能性はあるね。じゃあカンパニーはピノコニーを手に入れようとしてるなら何かしらの準備とか。
Yeah, they had a plan. At least one of them. And that plan just got shattered into pieces by Sunday. Not too long ago. Oh, what's happening now? Who are they? What? What is going on now? What are they trying to do? Huh? Just some random guards showing up trying to evacuate people for no reason?
ねえ、あれ見て。今の声ってベロブルグにいたカンパニーの連中じゃない？
IPC workers from Belobog? When were there ever IPC workers in Belobog? Oh, maybe that's also from the Topaz quest that I skipped. Or not skipped, but I just didn't do it because it's optional. I really have to go back and do all the Trailblaze continuances. Because I don't know anything about the IPC in Belobog. Oh, and that's actually Topaz here, right?
仕事中に飲んじゃダメだって言ってた
I've seen her before. Is she here to get back her cornerstone?
君たち、今すぐ彼を部屋まで引きずって行って。後で会議を開くからね。自己報告書の書き方を確認しておくように。
Okay, and the game expects us to know her. Yeah, I really should have played the Trailblaze continuances. Some people in the comments were actually telling me that, but I was like, oh well, it's gonna be fine if I just play the main story.
久しぶりだね。請求列車のみんな。君たちのことはアベンチュリンから聞い
Okay, and Aventurine already has talked to her about what we're up to in Penacony.
大丈夫。彼らの言う通りにして。できるだけファミリーとの衝突を避けて。
So,
どんな行動を取るに
from what I'm gathering here,
私に報告
she is also very high up in the IPC, since she also does have a cornerstone. So she's one of these 10 elites that they were talking about. Or, well, actually she doesn't have a cornerstone right now, but, you know. There is a cornerstone that belongs to her, but is currently in possession of the family.
見ての通り、ピノコニーでカンパニーは関
Yeah,
係
really?
なくて
You think
フ
so?
ァミリーの言う
That the IPC that used to own this as a prison is not very popular here? Never would have guessed. Yeah, she's even mentioning the prison here.
招待状を持ったアベンチュリンだけがパーティーへの参加を認められて
Ah, okay, and Topaz doesn't actually have an invitation,
資格すらないから現実のホテルに泊まる
so
し
it's even more difficult for her. Though I guess right now she's faring a lot better than Aventurine.
だからアベンチュリンさんはあちこちで協力者を探してたのね無教の中ではカンパニーの援助が期待できないから彼の状況はあまり芳しくないって聞いてるそういえば君たちはファミリーの不利に
Okay, so Topaz can't help us in the dreamscape just out here.
必要になったらいつでも言ってありがとうトパーズさんちょうどハウンドたちに事件について聞こうと思ってた時
Can she help us with the Bloodhounds?
もしかしてそれならちょうど私の後をつけて
Okay, yeah, let's take this opportunity
直接聞いて
and talk to them.
よかった
And we can finally move around again. That was a lot of talking. But yeah, very interesting. I really liked that meeting between Sunday and Aventurine. even though they did get a little bit sidetracked at some points, especially before the meeting actually started with all the puzzles. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here because I've been recording for quite a while, and this seems like a good point to call it a day. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Honkai Star Rail and other gacha content, and stay tuned for the next part. And with that being said, have a nice day.